Live, we're going live, live. And I think we're on. Hi, everybody. Sorry for the delay there, a little technical issue, but I think we're good. I'm on, and hopefully you guys can see me, and all is well. I see I have an ad running here, so I must be live, because if there's an ad running, it's a good thing. It's got to be a good thing. I got a boating center, a Bass Pro Shop ad running. And then over here, I have another ad running, and it's about proportional representation. I think it's a Canadian political ad. How about that? How is everyone doing? Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce, alive and well in Creston, British Columbia. You having a good day out there? How's your weather? Is it all good with you? Keep watching those fires out of California. Whew, man, I got the old KTLA television station on my TV going all the time, and they got the helicopters up there showing all the the fires popping up when the winds pop up, and then in come the planes and the helicopters and the fire crews. It's just unbelievable. You can't take your eyes off this stuff. It's depressing, but it's fascinating all at the same time. It's just wild. Anyway, I'm glad I don't have that problem here, but I'm awful sorry to see my friends in California have it there, because I love California. I've lived there and really enjoy it. And it's an annual thing, but this year it's almost like all year round. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, not a good thing. Just double checking my stats. Yeah, looks like we're up and going. Everyone can see me. I hope I can see you, and hope all of you are doing fine. Welcome to the show, Traveling with Bruce. I'm in Creston, British Columbia, just 3 miles north of the Idaho border. And Coeur d'Alene, Idaho is about 2 hours, 20 minutes by car south of me. That's my closest Costco. I love to go to Costco shopping. Got to go there pretty soon. I'm running out of ice cream. It's a crisis. The best ice cream, as far as I'm concerned, is Costco vanilla premium ice cream. Got to get some more of this stuff. Bring it back to Canada. Anyway, we have a gorgeous sunny day here. Gorgeous. All day, beautiful, gorgeous, sunny, and it's 32 degrees. It's freezing. It looks a lot warmer than it is, but if you stand in the living room window and let the sun shine on you, you get warm. The house, our furnace is off because the house is getting heated from the sunshine coming in from the outside. But you go for a walk out there, you better be wearing a coat. Maybe you want to put something over your ears if there's any kind of window. I don't see much today. But yeah, it's deceptive. I think winter's coming. I've heard a rumor. Thank you for joining me here on this channel. I love talking about cruise ships, cruise ship lines, new developments, anything that's going on in the cruise ship world. Try to keep up on as much as I can for you. The channel yesterday celebrated its 15th month anniversary, and so we're now 15 months plus 1 day old. Yesterday, when I was on the air, we were at 5,522 subscribers, 5222. Now we're 5555, the big fives across the board. And we added 33 subscribers since I went off the air yesterday. Absolutely wonderful. Welcome 33 new subscribers to the show. I'm glad you're here. And if any of you are watching me today, watching me live right now, you've never been here before, well, just say hi to me. Tell me where you're watching me from. Tell me, I'm a first timer and I'm watching you from Buffalo, New York, or Leeds, England, or Paris, France, or wherever you are. Love to hear from newbies. Tell us what your eye temperature is going to be today. My gang here will say hi to you. If you've never been on a cruise before, you've never gone on a cruise ever before, you've come to the right channel, because this channel right here is perfect for newbies. You're thinking of going on a cruise, or you've booked a cruise and you're getting ready to go on it the next week, the next month, 6 months from now. We can give you all kinds of advice and guidance as to what to pack, what not to pack, what ports you're going to go to. We can fill you in on what to do there, that kind of thing. We can probably give you hints on how to save money, not spend too much on a cruise ship. Don't go overboard, literally overboard with your spending. If you're an addicted cruiser, like most of my viewers are, you're addicted to cruising, because once you go on the first cruise, you're done. You got to go on another one. This is also the perfect channel for you. We kind of hold each other's hands, and we reassure each other that it'll be all right. The next cruise is just around the corner. We talk cruise ships to keep ourselves all jazzed up, and it's all good. So there you go. So welcome newbies, and welcome addicted cruisers. to the show. I'm glad you're all here. A heads up for everybody. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on D&G Explores. Our buddies at D&G, they're going live tomorrow night at, I think it's about 9:15 Eastern, a little after 9 o'clock Eastern. They're going live tomorrow night. And I'm a guest on their show. We figured out how to put me on the camera and put me on there. So I'm kind of looking forward to talking to them tomorrow night. And they want to ask me some questions about my channel and cruising and stuff. I think it's great. So I'm looking forward to it. So if any of you have, you got nothing better to do, why don't you come on over to D&G tomorrow night after my tomorrow night show. I'll be on at 5 o'clock Eastern. I'll be off there about 6:30, something like that. And then at 9:15, I'm on tomorrow night with those guys. So I'm looking forward to that. Should be a lot of fun. I'm also going to be on the air on another channel. It looks like towards the end of the month. Let me just see if I think I wrote that down here somewhere. I'm just going to take a peek at my cryptic, very cryptic notes. The name of the channel is Puza Studios, P-U-Z-A, P-U-Z-A, Puza Studios. And what they do, they're out of Montreal. It's a husband and wife, and they basically they talk to YouTube channels on their show. They do a live show, and they have YouTubers come on and introduce themselves. And they've been after me for a while. They've been asking me for quite some time, would I be interested in being on their channel? And I said, yeah. I said, you know, let's set something up when the time is right. And this is like a few months ago, and didn't hear anything. And then finally, they contacted me again, and they said, yeah, let's get together, and let's put you on the air. And I think I'm on the air on the last Friday of this month. I'm just going to look at my calendar quickly. I don't have it marked down, but I think it's the 29th of November. So that's 2 weeks plus 2 days. I'll give you guys another heads up on it. But I'm going to be on their channel. Might be a guest of theirs for like an hour to introduce my channel and what I do and everything else. So this is great. It's nice to work with other YouTubers. I love collaborating. As you know, I've done some collaborative work with some of my YouTube friends out there, and I'd like to do more actually, and expose the Traveling with Bruce TWB family to more people who've never seen us before or aren't aware of what we do. That's something I want to do. So I'll stay on top of that. But tomorrow night, D&G, I'm with Derek and Gregory. Looking forward to being on with those guys. We'll have some fun. And if you can pop by, say hi to them, hi to me. That'd be great. We'll take the whole TWB family over there and just hit the channel. All right. Today, I have some news for you guys on a couple of little fronts. First piece of news, nothing major, but I caught it this morning. It's a story about Princess Cruise Lines. Apparently, starting very shortly, you're going to be able to go to your local Kroger grocery store, probably your Safeway grocery store, probably a bunch of your favorite retail locations, and you're going to find on the gift card rack, you know, the one near the checkout counter all the time, or you can buy a Starbucks gift card or an Apple gift card or a Home Depot gift card, all the gift cards. You're going to see Princess Cruise Lines gift cards for sale. Now, I don't know if cruise lines have ever done this before. I think this is sort of a test for the Carnival people. Carnival owns Princess, so Princess Cruise cards are gift cards are going to be available in any odd denomination you pretty well want to pay for. So if you know someone that's a cruiseaholic and they want to go on a Princess cruise, or they've been on a Princess cruise, or they're going on another one sometime, you can buy them a gift card which they can use any way they want. They can use it on board the ship. They can use it as a part of their booking when they book their cruise. They can redeem the amount any way, anytime they want. So pretty good idea. If it works okay this Christmas, wouldn't be surprising to me to see all the cruise lines do it. Frankly, I'm surprised it isn't being done already. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I've just not seen it. Of course, I'm in Canada, so I cannot tell you what your local Safeway store has for gift cards. By the way, cheers everybody from Traveling with Bruce. My little coffee mug here. Caffeine-free Diet Coke tastes great. Thank you, everybody. Anyway, so that was one little piece of news about a gift card for Princess Cruise Line. Second piece of news, I just read it before I came on the air in the last half hour, and I haven't had time to dig into this story as deep as I normally would, but I'll give you the headlines. MSC has altered their drink package deal. They've now come up with 5 different drink packages that they're offering for sale. And I want to say it's a price increase, but I can't be 100% sure. But it seems to be a very kind of a deal. They have now, for adults, they have now a $35 a day deal, a $62 a day deal, and a $79 a day deal, which includes alcoholic beverages. And then they have a non-alcoholic $29 a day deal. And then for children from 3 and over, or over 3 years old, they have a non-alcoholic child deal for $17 a day. Now, here's the kicker, and this is where I think it's an increase. If there are 2 adults and 2 kids in the room, let's say, and the children are 6 and 8, 6 and 10, whatever, 8 and 10, whatever your ages are, they're both children under the drinking age. Mom and dad want to get the top dollar deal. That's the $79 deal package, which gives them access to basically anything, all the spirits and the coffees and the juices and sodas and whatever they want. So mom and dad each have to buy a drink package for $79 a day each. The kids have to buy each a $17 kid package. So all of a sudden, mom and dad are going, oh, wait a minute. Dad's going, wait a minute, 79 plus 17 for one kid. That's $96 for me, $96 for mom and the other child. That's $192 a day and tips. And I think the tipping is 18%. Last I saw, I don't think it's 15. I think it's 18%. I'm not sure if it's 20, but if it's 18% more, there's almost another $40, another $36 a day. So $228 a day, rounded up to $230 a day on a 1-week cruise. You're talking about dropping $1,610 for a family of 4 on beverages. Are you ready for MSC? Because they're ready for you. I'm having trouble with this one. I really am. I don't know what to think. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I can see where you can buy your individual drinks. But my good buddy of mine who was just on MSC Davina for 20 days during a transatlantic repositioning cruise, he didn't buy the drink packages. They didn't do that. They were buying a la carte. And I can tell you, I'm pretty darn sure he was drinking water for dinner, lunch. Like he'd have coffee in the morning because he'd get a coffee with his breakfast. But I think that for a lunch and dinner, he would be drinking water, and he wouldn't even buy a pop. He wouldn't pay $3 a pop or whatever the price is with the tipping. And certainly not alcohol either on top of that, none of those prices. So interesting. MSC is making some adjustments here to their drink packages. Now, maybe MSC has figured out, well, you know, we're not doing as well as we thought we were going to do in the North American market. Especially with the MSC Seaside. We've talked about this ship I don't know how many times, although I will say I get defenders of the Seaside who come to my channel and just give it to me in the comments. Oh, we had a great time. It was a perfect cruise. But then I get the others who go, it was a disaster. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to cater to North American travelers. The food is so-so. The entertainment is just god-awful. Anyway, MSC, as a lot of you have been telling me, you've noticed ads for MSC on CNN television. You've noticed them on MSNBC. You probably have noticed them on Fox. You probably have noticed them on network TV elsewhere, because the cruise line is advertising this sexy, brand new, cutting edge design cruise ship. The MSC Seaside really looks it looks cool. Some great camera shots that they've made of this cruise ship. It really looks cool. And they're advertising these cheap fares, these $500 1-week cruises to the Caribbean on the MSC Seaside. And all summer long, all last year, starting in the spring, all summer, all fall, and even now, they've been throwing in a drink package for no extra charge if you book a balcony. So if you take the balcony for like $650, $700, they throw in the drink package for 2, and you're talking about a savings, I guess, of $79 a day a person, or maybe it's the $62 package, but it's a savings. It's something. I'm sure you're saving $400 or $500 or you're not spending an extra $400 or $500 on the drink package because they're throwing it in on you. Now they're coming up with this pricing, and I'm kind of wondering maybe the tactic is we'll do what Norwegian is doing, and we'll do what Carnival is doing, and now what Royal Caribbean is doing. These cruise lines are all bumping up the price of their drink packages, and then they come up with the special cruise deal that throws it in. And so you feel like, oh, I'm getting $100 a day value from the cruise line. What a great deal this is, except for the fact that you have to pay the tipping. Now, in the case of Norwegian, I think it was an $80, something like an $80+ drink pack or something like that. Anyway, the tip was just ridiculous. It was almost $20 a day. You had to pay per person $40 in tips a day practically. So for 7 days, you're paying $280 for the tipping portion of the free drink package. Like the it just kills me. The drink package is free, but you got to pay the tipping in cash. Oh, okay, some deal that is. So you give the cruise line $280 for you and your wife. You can drink all you want. You can't drink $280 worth of booze because the price that they're paying to buy this stuff is so cheap. A big old bottle of rum for $7. You want to drink a bottle of rum a day with cola or whatever. I mean, if you're a raging alcoholic, you can do it. Yeah, of course. Raging alcoholics can bleed a cruise ship dry. But those of us who are teetotalers or just casual drinkers, and I'm not even in that thing, I don't drink at all. But yeah, if you like 3 or 4 drinks a day or a couple of glasses of wine and a couple of cocktails every day, you're not taking advantage of this cruise line. They are still making money on you with that tip deal. They're still making money. Anyway, so maybe that's what's happening here with MSC. But this thing with the kids, this is to me, it's a deal breaker. There's no way I would bring kids on board a cruise ship if I knew that if I or my wife want to get a drink package, we both have to get one, and then they have to have one too, because that's an extra $34 a day. Well, how much are these kids going to drink? $34 a day for the kids? What are they drinking? Dom Perignon? I mean, come on, it's a non-alcoholic deal. I mean, my at one time 10-year-old daughter, what would she have been drinking all day on a cruise ship? Well, she would have drank water. She loves water. She wasn't a soda drinker. We wouldn't let her have sodas because we didn't want her to have her teeth rotting out because she'd have the soda with the sugar in it. So milk with lunch or whatever. Well, milk is provided on almost all cruise ships as standard fare for kids. That there's no charge for that. And so how could the child possibly go over the top with a drink package like that? It would make no sense whatsoever. But if it's mandatory, I add that to the cost of my drink package. So now my nice $79 drink package is $96, and I'm fuming because I'm paying the tip on top of that. If I have to pay for it, not a happy guy. Okay, so there you go. Now the other thing I'm wondering about is if MSC has a deal that says, Bruce, book a balcony, and for you and your wife and your kids, and you and your wife will get a free drink package. Okay, but does that mean I still have to buy the kids' drink package as an extra and pay the tips for my and my wife's drink package extra? I'm wondering about that. So maybe they're going to get us, for $300 for the kids' deal and our tipping. We're going to shell out $300 for this deal when it was supposed to be free. Like I don't know what to make of it. I'm getting irritated with these nickel and dime add-ons from cruise lines. It's just irritating as all get up because it's becoming more and more confusing for passengers to try to figure it out. And that leads me to my third story of the day. The third story of the day is the latest deal from Holland America. And I have to thank MG Toe. Yesterday, he mentioned this. And I think So Tweety mentioned it, and someone else mentioned it. A couple of people talked about it on my show yesterday, and it's called the Holland America Cruise Line Club Orange Program. Now, I did a video on this today, and not too many of you have seen it. I don't think not very many people have seen it, but if you get a chance, it's about 3 minutes long. Check this video out. I wasn't going to do a video on this story. I wasn't even sure I was going to talk to you about it. But I read the story. I read the press release. And I did a double take, and I thought, have I read this right? No. So I read the story again, and I thought, no, this got to be a typo. So I went and found the story elsewhere. I read it again, and again, and okay, I think I've got it right. So here we go. Here's the deal. Okay, those of you who love to cruise, those of you who are cruisers, you probably have heard of the Carnival Cruise Line deal called Faster to the Fun Pass. Those of you who don't cruise, you've never cruised before, let me tell you what's going on. In the old days, in the 90s and before, in the 2000s and before, like 5 years ago and going back in the old days, you used to come to your ship at the port where the ship is waiting for you. You'd bring your bags and you'd check in just like an airport. You go up to the counters and there are all these reps waiting for you behind the counter, and you just be called on up and you tell them your name. And in the old days, you had a printed copy from your home printer of your itinerary. In the old days, in the early 2000s, you actually had a pouch that was mailed to you by the cruise line with all the info in there, including your tickets. You'd hand all that over, and the agent would look through that and look on their computer and verify that, yeah, Bruce is here with Jennifer going on a cruise, and you hand over your passports, which you've already used online to do online check-in, but they want to see the real deal, and they're going to photocopy the passport right on the spot so that they have a copy of your passport in their files, and they're going to check you in. And upon doing check-in, after that was done, they would give you your room key, which is one of these cards right here. Here we go. Pardon me. Here's one from the Norwegian Epic that I got a couple of years ago. And on the back, I have a Madeira Spa pass because I bought that on board the ship as an extra. Anyway, in this case, it had my name on here and assembly station F1 for emergencies. And it put in here the disembarkation date, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so you got your cards. In the old days, and when I'm saying old days, again, 10 years ago, our picture used to be on this. There used to be a photo of me on here so that the person that took my drink order, when I said like a rum and Coke or my wife wanted a beer, they could look at the photo to see if that's her, make sure it's not someone else's card. Anyway, you got your cards. You then went into through a security area, like an airline security machine and all that, and then you were in a big lobby. You just sat down, and they give you at the embarkation counter. They give you a little piece of plastic. Would be like a green piece of plastic, looks like a playing card, or it'd be blue or red or pink or orange or whatever. And you went into the lounge, and they would call callers. They say, everybody with the blue cards, come on board. We're going on board now. And you see 150 people get up all over the room, and they'd all saunter over to the gangplank area, and they hand in their cards to the people as they were going on the ship they went. Then they would call the green, anyone with the green card, and then all the green card, on and on it went until everybody was on the ship. Those are the old days. Oh, it's all changed now. It's all changed now because the cruise lines have figured out, we can make extra money. Why don't we hype up the exclusivity of it all? And so what they'd always done was, if you were a first class passenger, you were in the Haven Club on Norwegian, or you were in one of the suites, Royal Caribbean, you were in a Neptune class on Allure, you were in the upper class. You get on the ship earlier because they would give you a special card for you. You'd get like a platinum colored card, and they would have you in a separate area of the waiting lounge over here. And there'd be 10 or 20 of you, and they would gather you up and take you on right away. And you wouldn't even be near the 3,000 other passengers or 2,000 other passengers, or in the old days, the 1,500 other passengers. You would be whisked on board. They wouldn't even see you go. You're gone. But the rest of us, we would just wait our turn and be put on the ship. Well, now they figured something out. They're thinking, why don't we make a deal with the masses? The folks have got inside rooms and ocean view rooms and the cheaper balcony rooms. Why don't we offer them a deal where we offer them early boarding privilege, so you get on the ship sooner and ahead of the masses, and then that way you can get to your room sooner because we'll make sure your luggage is waiting for you in your room earlier, and you can then run over to the dining room concierge, and you can book your meal times, go to the special restaurants and book those reservations. And we'll give you all these privileges that you can do all this stuff. So Carnival came up with a brilliant idea for Carnival. We'll charge $69.99 for this Faster the Fun Pass. And there you go, you get to go. And if you've got 2 kids with you, this is a good idea, because one of the other privileges they threw in, there were 2 others actually. One of them was, if you needed help at the help desk, day 3, day 4, you're at sea and you got to talk to concierge about something, you could go to the helpline, where the front desk is, and you didn't have to wait in line behind the 5th or 6th or 8th person. There was a special line for you, just like at the airport for, first class, business class, and then the rest of us in steerage, that's 200 people long, and there's no one in first class, and that agent up there that's sitting there twiddling their thumbs won't call the next regular person. Remember that? Yeah, I love that. Well, they're doing that now on cruise ships. So you get into this special line and you get right up to the front of the help desk, you get looked after, and off you go. They offered that. Then they offered another ditty, and this is good for families with kids. They said, okay, let's say we're going to Grand Cayman. Well, Cayman Islands, you can't walk off the ship and go on the island. You have to go on the tender. And the tender holds 200, 250, 300 people at a time. You got a ship with 3,000 people. 2,500 are going to the Cayman Islands today, because Cayman Islands are always a popular place to go. So you want to go on a tender, you might be told in your cabin, you might get a little slip of paper saying, if you want to go on land tomorrow, on the Caymans tomorrow, be at an assemble station, say at 9 o'clock or 9:30 or 9:45. But if you've got the Faster the Fun Pass, you can go anytime you want. So you gather up those 2 crazy kids, because you can't control them. They're like herding cats. And mom and dad and the 2 kids go waltzing downstairs. You show your pass to whomever you're showing it to. It's basically already embedded in your card, and they whisk you right to the front of the line and put you on the tender right away. And then the other 250 come in behind you. Same thing for coming back to the ship. So that for some family members, this is a real godsend. They love that. They got their preferred dining time, especially with the kids. That meant they were able to get them to bed, and then mom and dad could see the show. They were able to get any problems resolved at the help desk by getting right up to the front, and they were early tendering. And then when the cruise is over, they had an early flight, say at 9:30 departure time. They wanted to get off that ship at 7 a.m. to get to the airport 2 hours early. They'd be able to get off first, because again, they'd have early departure. $69.99 was the deal from Carnival. Went really well. Within 6 months, it was $79.99. Then shortly after that, it went to $89.99, and now it's like $100. It's like $99.99, and they're only allowing about, they claim 10-15% of the passengers. I have a feeling 500 people get this thing. I think that number is going up. I think more and more people are being allowed to buy it, because it's free money for the cruise line. They have to board you. They got to board you. They got to disemboard you. They got to get you off. You got to disembark you. They got to embark you. I don't care if it's a tender or not. They got to get you off if you want to get off. They got to get you on if you want to get on. I mean, they're going to have a mutiny on their hands if they have 500 people can't get off the ship to go on a day trip. So they got to feed you. They got to feed you. They want your money. So if you're going to go into the specialty restaurant, let's say the steakhouse, they're going to take your reservation sooner or later. They will find a way to work it out. Anyway, but these little passes are like a false sense of security, of priority. It gives a passenger who's in an ocean view room, with just a window, they get that impression that they're like a penthouse first class passenger. You can't go to the first class section of the ship. You can't eat in the first class restaurant. You can't go into the first class spa area upstairs. You can't use the first class pool. No, but you have certain rights. Okay, well, Carnival did it, and they've been bumping the price, and it continues on. All America thought, why don't we do it too? Let's do our version, and that's what came out today. All right, so Club Orange program from Holland America, and it got released. The details got released, I think, yesterday, and I read the details, and I read them again, and I thought there's something wrong here. I can't figure it out. So let me tell you about this deal. All right, so you buy the deal before your cruise. Your travel agent will probably promote it to you. They'll promote this deal to you, saying you may want to take advantage of this deal. This gives you all kinds of privileges. If you are already a Holland America Neptune class sailor, passenger, that's first class. Neptune class and anything above that with the grand suites and all that, you're at the top of the pyramid here on Holland America. You have early boarding. You have early onboarding. You get tender everything. I mean, you got it all. And you've got a butler, and you've got concierge. You've got the Neptune Lounge. They have a lounge, several levels of the ship that are known as Neptune lounges, where you get up in the morning and you made yourself a coffee in your room because you have a espresso coffee maker in your room. You've already made yourself a coffee, but now you want to have a little nibble to eat. You don't have to go down to the buffet with the hordes. Oh God, no. You go to the Neptune Lounge. The Neptune Lounge has all kinds of breakfast items out just for nibbling on. So they got some cereals, and they got the fruits and all that stuff. So help yourself. Another coffee if you want. Fresh squeezed orange juice. Help yourself. All included in your fare. You paid for it. You've paid top dollar. And their concierge is in there. The full-time concierge, and they're going to talk to you in person about your day. Well, today we're in the Cayman Islands, and oh, Mr. Frommert from Traveling with Bruce, here you are. Oh, Jennifer, hi, how are you? I noticed the two of you are booked for a tour to the Stingray City to see the stingrays. Oh, fantastic. You've got it booked for 10 o'clock this morning. Fantastic. Well, at 9:45, well, around 9:45 or so, just kind of head down to deck 4 and we'll take care of you. And you get right onto the tender. You go to the shore and you're gone. And your tour bus is waiting for you. You're gone. When you come back, you don't wait in a 3-hour line to get on a tender to get back on your boat. No. They take you to the front of the line, onto the next seat. You're gone. You're right on the ship. And within 30 minutes, you're back on your ship. You paid for it. Well, now they're thinking, well, why don't we let the plebes in on this deal? So I've enjoyed myself on a Holland America cruise. I've purchased a balcony room for Jennifer and I. We loved it, but it wasn't a Neptune balcony. It was a regular balcony. We would not qualify. We were not allowed to go into the Neptune lounges. I looked in once and kind of saw what that looked like, but you couldn't go in there. But now with this Club Orange program, I can buy one of these things, and it won't allow me into the Neptune Lounge though. This is the interesting thing that I found interesting. You pay for this thing, but you can't go to the Neptune Lounge. What you do get is early boarding, early debarkation when the cruise is over, if you need it. Tendering access to right to the, just like your Neptune person. You get just one second, I got my notes here. You get all kinds of goodies. What was I going to tell you? You get here it is. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. They have the help desk. Okay, they're going to put a priority line for the help desk. You get to go to there. You get let's see if there's anything else before I drop the bomb on you. I just want to make sure I got it all figured out. Oh yeah, they have a deal. In your room will be a bathrobe for each of you of a higher quality than the normal terry cloth bathrobes that we normally get. You know, the kind of bathrobes that you put on the first day and the sleeve only comes up to here for the guy. It only comes up to here. And then when the cruise is over, you've eaten so much that it only comes up to here and it doesn't really close. Well, they give you a plushier, nicer, softer one. But you can't have it. You can just get to use it. If you want to take it home with you, you have to pay for it. Okay, so but you get to use a nicer bathrobe while you're cruising. Okay. But then they have an offer for your breakfast. You want to have room service in your room. They give you a special menu, and you can order off a better menu, a room service menu, than everybody else can. And it includes items as nice as steak and eggs for breakfast. I'm thinking to myself, I'm in an inside room because I'm cheaping out. And I'm going to eat steak and eggs in my inside room? I don't think so. What am I going to look at? I can look at myself. I'm not going to do that. I'll just go to the restaurant. I'll get steak and eggs in the dining room, and I'll be fine. Anyway, so that was a throw-in. And I thought, well, if you have a balcony, I guess you could take advantage of a nicer room service breakfast offer. Yeah, but really, it's not a big priority to me. But you get a tote bag. You get a special tote bag with the logo of the ship and the orange club logo. You get that to keep. And on the first night you're on the ship, you're at dinner. They will give you a complimentary glass of wine for each of you. So you get a glass of wine, a welcoming glass of wine. And in your room, you get a telephone. You have a direct line to the concierge help desk. I hate to disappoint you, but when you pick up the phone and you phone the help desk, there's the folks in the inside rooms that don't have this thing. They phone the help desk, and the next available person picks up the phone and says, "How can I help you?" But if your light is bleeping, they pick your phone up first, but you still might be third in line by the time they get to you. I don't know. But it's exclusive. It's exclusive. Okay. So here we go. We get access to all that, and then there's two more things that they've done that they've announced. I have to admit that and let you know that this is being rolled out on two ships to start with. The brand new Neustadt that's about to launch in December next month, and the Koningsdam, which is out now, and I guess they've refurbished it or they're redoing it to fit this program. And the deal is they've made two things happen. The first thing they've done is they've taken the culinary arts program kitchen. And I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like a cooking show at sea. They have this big counter with lighting and mirrors on top and everything, where the executive chef is behind the counter and you are in front of the executive chef in theater seats watching them cook a meal in front of you. And there might be, say, 20 of you or 15 of you in the audience. It's not very big. And the chefs are preparing food on the spot, and you're eating it. You're going to eat it there. They're going to show you how to cook these meals so that when you go home, you can cook like a chef does on a cruise ship. Really, really fancy gourmet cooking. They're ripping it out. They're taking that entire deal and they're discontinuing it, and they've literally taken the jackhammers and ripped that whole space right out of there and have turned it into a restaurant. And they've now called it the Club Orange exclusive restaurant for Club Orange members and any Neptune members that want to come down to this restaurant for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They'll have special entrees there. The regular plebes can't go there. The second thing they've done, which I think is also a kicker, is the main dining room on Holland America. They're going to start segregating them. So if you go into the main dining room as a regular passenger, and you've got a 6:30 seating time, 7 o'clock seating time, whatever you've arranged at the beginning of your cruise, you'll be sat at your usual table or an area of the ship at 7 o'clock. But if you're an Orange Club member holder, you get to go to a special area of the restaurant and get to sit there. And I have a feeling that the menu they get will be different than the menu you get. And I think they're beginning the split. The split, I think, has begun on Holland America, which is a crying shame, because I have been telling all of you out there how great 5-star dining is on Holland America. Don't worry about specialty restaurants. Just go to the main dining room every night. It's fantastic. It might be starting. And here's the kicker. Are you ready for the kicker? How much is this deal? How much would you pay for early boarding, early onboarding, disembarkation, tender rights, a helpline on your telephone, exclusive line at the help desk, a free glass of wine, a tote bag? What would you pay for all of these features, rights to go to that new restaurant and be segregated in the dining room? Well, if I get one, my wife has to get one. It's an automatic, and it's $50 each per day. So if you're on a 7-day cruise, $700 for this deal. $700 for a 1-week cruise to get this Orange Club pass. Carnival, $100. Only one person has to get it. It's good for everybody in the cabin. But on this deal, on Holland America, you want this deal, it's $50 each. It's $100 each per day, $700. I couldn't believe it. I read the story twice, and I went to another news source to see if that's got to be a typo. That can't be right. No, $700. Why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just tell my travel agent, hey, How much is the Neptune class? How much more do they want for that? Because this is all included. And I can go to the Neptune lounge, let alone, and I probably have some spa access and everything else. I couldn't believe it. I was just like blown away. I had a full head of hair this morning. I swear to you, those of you who saw me yesterday, you saw it was an aberration. I had a full head of hair yesterday. I looked just like George Harrison, full head of hair. It all fell out today when I read this. I couldn't believe it. Now here's the other kicker. There's another kicker. It's a commissionable add-on for the travel agents. So the folks at Hall in America have been busy beavers. They've been letting all the travel agents around the world know that if you sell this package to your passengers, you get an agency commission on it on top of the regular commission you're getting as it is. To me, I think it's an extra 12 to 16% commission. It could be $100 for a travel agent. So if a travel agent all of a sudden starts talking to you about your wonderful vacation on the the Neustatten Dam Hall in America cruise ship, then they offer you this incredible deal with all of these exclusive offers that are included for only $700 more. They're only going to say it's $50 a day. You sign up for that, you just made the travel agent $100, 100 quick ones. Wow, I was just, my mind is blown. I couldn't believe it. This is just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. You get $700 gets you a tote bag and a glass of wine, because that's what you're getting. You're getting a glass of wine and a tote bag for sure. But you can only take the tote bag home with you. You can't take the glass. That bathrobe is extra. Unbelievable. I'm shocked at that. I'm really disappointed that they're going to start to split the dining room up, because if you're in Pinnacle class or Neptune, the high-end class, you got your own area. You're looked after by the high-end folks. They're all taken care of. You pay top dollar. You're paying $300-400 a night. Knock yourself out. I'm in a ocean view room for $90 a day or $75 a day, or I'm in a balcony for $100 a night. I'm okay with the main dining room. I'm all right. But now I go into my main dining room and it's not the same anymore. Now there are chosen ones in the main dining room, and then there are us over here. Now, am I eating slop? And these guys, like, am I able to get a New York steak, but these guys are able to get lobster and ribs and tenderloin? And is that the deal? Like, I don't know. I have a feeling though that I still don't know for sure, but the folks in the club might have to pay extra for their meals. I don't know if it's included, but $700 might not get you those meals. Get you access to them. Again, I don't. It's too early to tell. Way too early to know. But we'll figure it out as time goes on. I'm just throwing it out there. Anyway, I was just gobsmacked at this one that Hall America would do that. I was just wow. Yeah, I mean, I could see it being like $200 for the week. Double, maybe Carnival, maybe, but $700? Are you kidding me? No. And if my wife gets it, I have to get it. It's a double. It's not a McDouble. So there's no such thing as 50 a day. It's 100 a day per capita. Done deal. No matter how many people are in there. Now, if there's 4 people, it's only $100 a day. The other 2 don't pay it, but the first 2 do. It's just crazy. Anyway, there you have it. All right. That's my news for the day. That's my rant for the day. I hope I haven't lost too many viewers with that. 26 thumbs up so far here. Thank you. 62 are still here. Thank you. What do you want to talk about? Let me know what your thoughts are. Let's say hi to everybody and get going. Thanks again, all of you out there, for your support of my channel. But in particular, I want to thank 2 people today. I received a donation on my channel this morning, hours ago, from Auntie Jane in New Zealand. Thank you so much, Auntie Jane. It's not the first time you've done that through my PayPal donate button. Thank you very much. And then just as I was starting to talk, Peter Heckema sent me a donation also on my PayPal donate button. Thank you, Peter, so much for your continued support. I love it. You guys are great. Thanks also all of you out there who are buying merchandise for Traveling with Bruce, coffee mugs, whatever. And those of you who are going to Amazon, picking up merchandise on Amazon through my affiliate link. Thank you for doing that. All of these links are available on the top of my page, homepage, or on my About section on my channel. Thank you all for helping me out. Fantastic. Okay, Sebastian Shore was here first. Brittany Lockwood, hi, Bruce and all. 42 degrees and it's freezing outside, or at least for me it is. She's saying Tomorrow the high will be 43, so not looking forward to this. So Brittany's not happy with 2 cool days here. Johnny Witt, hi Bruce and all. Vivian, evening everybody from the UK. Brittany Lockwood, I'm doing this in honor of Robert Brandt. There are 4 cruise ships, including one Tom Henry is on with 17,664 passengers in St. Thomas. The ships are the Norwegian Dawn, that's the one that Tom Henry is on, Harmony of the Seas, MSC Seaside, and the Carnival Glory. Thank you, Brittany, for our report of the day. What's the rum of the day? All you have to tell me is what the rum of the day is, and we're good to go. Tracy, hello, Bruce and all. 85 in Naples today. Partly cloudy all day, but no rain. Peter Heckema, hi, Bruce and all. Another 84-degree day in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Should be going down into the mid-70s by this weekend, which is more normal for this time of year. Gas is down again now to 229.9. Isn't that something? Sylvan Forest, hi, Bruce and all. 84 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny and enjoying a rum and Coke and a good cigar. Ribs are slowly grilling for dinner. Should be good. Thumbs ups, everyone. Bruce, you have email. I do. I saw something. I'll get back to you. Paul Wilgus, hello, Bruce and all. It's 41 and raining with ice storm predicted for Wednesday. Oh, man, Paul. Wednesday night into Thursday here in Virginia. Boy, could California use anything like that? Could they use it? Anything like that? Paul Lucas, all you Floridians can stop with giving the warm temperatures in your area, please. Laughing out loud. Keep them coming, folks. I love hearing about it. Sylvan, I hate ice storms, power lines going down, icy roads, icy stairs, icy everything. I have to say, nay. I agree with that. Reggie and your man, hey guys, driving home from the store. How are you all doing? The rain stopped in New York. Looking for a cold day tomorrow. Paul Lugas, Sylvan, I agree, can tolerate snow, but I don't like the ice. Sylvan, Paul, don't hate us because we're in Florida. It's 28 Fahrenheit, 28 below Fahrenheit in my freezer, according to my infrared thermometer. It's cold somewhere in Florida. Reggie, I wonder how Tom's day without Robert Brandt and the crew. I did talk to him, and he was at the top of the cable car ride when he texted me, and we were talking. And I was getting a bunch of photos, but there were some showers in the area off and on. But he didn't meet anyone, unfortunately, so he ended up just mailing his package to the family at their address there. And you have to wait for them to get back to get it, and we'll find out what's going on when they return. That's all I know. Ed Tolson from New York. Hello, Bruce and all. Cold and rainy here in the Bronx. It's about 47 degrees. Yeah, that's kind of nippy. Paul Wilgus, laughing out loud. When I used to live in Florida and wonder at times why I left. Brittany, same here. Reggie and her man, Cool Jazz. That didn't happen, Reggie. Cool Jazz. Robert had death in the family, had to leave. Unfortunately, that's true. He's in Prague, Czechoslovakia with his wife. I might have taken the twins with him. I'm not sure. His father-in-law passed away unexpectedly on Saturday, so they're dealing with that family issue, and I don't expect them for the week, which is it's too bad. Kelly Haston is saying it's 51 in Pensacola. I'm freezing. Paul Wilkins, Reggie and your man, didn't happen. Robert and family's in Prague because his father-in-law passed. AJ Walsh, we had a freezing warning last night in Las Vegas, says AJ Walsh. 63 degrees currently. It's a low tonight of 39. Low of 39 in Vegas tonight. So yeah, cooling off for you guys. We were in the high 20s last night, 28, 29. Just under freezing. We're probably now at about 35, 36 degrees, maybe. But I think they're officially saying it's like 32, 34. It's not much of a freezing here. Paul Wilgus, Tracy Dillon. My mother lived in Brooksville. Mo Pham is here. I love Costco too, so I spend 40 hours a week there. So I have to try that Costco ice cream. My wife is lactose intolerant, but I am not. Mo Pham, I love Costco muffins. Hubby is gluten-free. I'm not. Debbie Manuel, hi, Bruce and all. Hope all is well. Debbie, we're good. I hope you're well in Chico, California with those crazy fires. Paul is saying hi. She's saying hi back to Paul. Tracy, laugh out loud. Paul, look, it's supposed to go down to the 70s here on the weekend and 50s at night in Naples. Going to North Florida on the weekend and in South Carolina for Thanksgiving. I'll probably freeze. You might just. Brittany, I'm not sure if I'll be in tomorrow. Less likely to be in on Thursday. Paul Wilgus, Tracy, laugh out loud. You probably will be if this cold snap lasts around here. Sebastian Shore saying hi. Hey, Sebastian. Kelly Haston, hi, Sebastian. Melody M, 37 in Tennessee, home today, but got a really bad cold. Oh, Melody, hang in there. 37 in Tennessee. Ms. X from Tokyo is here. Good morning, all. Today, high of 16 Celsius and a low of 8 in Tokyo. Fall is really here. That's like mid-50s for the highs and about mid-40s, low 40s for the lows. Heather Young, hello, everybody. Hi, Heather. Debbie Manuel, thumbs ups. Tracy Dunlop, Paul Williams. We stay at a hotel in Brooksville to go to Webster Flea Market and also hit our favorite barbecue joints there. Jeanette Greenbeck, great Carnival news. So happy they will have a ship for a while over in the Mediterranean. Yes, Jeanette, they announced that the Triumph, which is getting redone as I think the Sunshine or Sunrise, I think it's the Sunrise, getting renamed. That'll be in 2020. Will then be in the Mediterranean for a while. It will be almost 2 years between ships, between when they left the Mediterranean and when they're going back. And I think the reason that they left is that they didn't have ships that qualified under the Paris Accords for emissions. And the old Carnival ships had to be retrofitted with scrubbers. And these new upgrades they're doing includes that to make the ships burn a lot cleaner so they're allowed in the Mediterranean and other European ports. So even though they hang out in the USA, where the rules are a little more lax these days, you can't get that ship to Europe unless you improve its emissions. Otherwise, you're getting fined like crazy. You don't want to do that. Paul Wilgus, Tracy Dunlop, that is such a great flea market. Carla Miller, hi, Bruce. Hi, Carla. How you doing? Melody M. Carnival has gift cards at Kroger grocery stores here in Tennessee. There you go. So it's being done. This is just a new announcement from Princess, obviously. Thank you for telling me that, Sebastian. Melody, I really appreciate it. Sebastian, I saw gift cards for Carnival as well. Norman, maybe Costco will have them gift card and a whatever too. I don't know what Norman's saying. Cat Rose, why the face? Johnny, are you paying for your drinks one way or another? That price is crazy. Johnny's saying you are paying one way or the other. Johnny's saying true. And if you're on a 7-day Caribbean cruise, and you're allowed to bring a couple bottles of wine with you, and you're happy drinking some wine, you can avoid the first 1 or 2 days of paying for drinks on board. Then you've got 3 stops in a row, perhaps St. Thomas, maybe St. Martin, maybe Puerto Rico, whatever. Drink on shore for 3 days in a row, and then be a teetotaler for the last 2 days and save a bundle. That's all I can tell you. But that's pretty hard to do when you're having a good time on a cruise ship. But after all, aren't you there for a good time? So what can you do? Let's see. Paul Wilkes, I hate that if one member gets a drink package and then they force everyone in the party to get one. Yeah. MoFam, Costco doesn't have Carnival cards, at least not in California. BJ's and Sam's have Disney cards, though. Okay. Cat Rose, I think I've seen Carnival ones at local Safeway. Sylvan, those horrendous drink packages make a strong case for drinking a la carte. Duna, what is that? Don Duna, Petri dish of the ocean. Okay. You're new, Don Duna. How you doing? Any other messages from Don Duna? I'm not seeing any here going forward, so I'm not sure what Don Duna is all about. That's the first time I've ever seen Don Duna here, so I don't know. Don't know what to say about that. Anyway, okay. Tracy, hi, Debbie Manuel. How are you doing in Chico? Can't stop thinking about those fires in California near you. Sylvia, it's 51 degrees and raining in Greensboro. Yikes. Johnny, what? Notice you can have the drink package for only 2 people in the cabin if they're giving it to you. But when then the price of the room just goes up, if the price you choose, you get nothing for free. Isn't that funny? That's amazing, isn't it? Isn't that incredible? When you don't get the freebies, the prices are a bit lower. When you get the freebies, the prices are a bit higher. Wonder why that is. That's funny. It's something to do with the calculator. There's something about the calculator and bean counters and deals and offers and prices. That's what I think it is. Paul is saying hello, Sylvia. Cat Rose, drink packages seem to me to be a ripoff. Sylvia, hey, Paul. D&G, good afternoon, Bruce and the TWB family. D&G boys, how you guys doing? I've been mentioning the fact that I'm on your channel tomorrow night at 9:15 Eastern time. Can't wait. We're going to have some fun tomorrow night. I invite everyone from here to head on over there tomorrow after my show tomorrow night. I'll mention it tomorrow for sure. Paul Lucas, hello there, Derek. Dina, cruising through life. Hello, everybody. Hi, Dina. D&G Explorers. Hi, Paul. Dina, cruising through life. Hi, D&G. Jim Thomas. Hi, Bruce. Hey, Jim Thomas. How you doing, buddy? Are you out of the fires? I hope you're not near them. Hope they're not near you. I hope you're safe. And thank you for joining me as always. D&G. Hi, Dina. Tracy, drink packages aren't for me. I'll pay a la carte. Jim Thomas, 65 out in Anderson, California today. Sylvia saying hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. A&J saying hello, D&G. Debbie, hi, Sylvia. D&G. 69 here in Madeira. Sky is still smoky, but not as bad as a few days ago. Johnny Witt, on Norwegian, if you're given the drink package, then Nobels is required to buy, then nobody else is required to buy a drink package. I'm not sure what that means. Cat Rose 61 in Sacramento, right on. Reggie Man, oh, so sad to hear. Haven't had time to check this week. Thanks for the update, all. Sylvia, hey, Reggie, D&G, AJ Walsh, hello there. Deb, good evening, everyone. 39 Fahrenheit, 1 inch of snow this morning in New York State. Deb, that's terrible, but fall is leaving us and winter is approaching. Yikes, stay warm. Ms. X, Disney is expensive, but there isn't nickel and diming. If you want alcoholic or specialty coffees, drinks, you just buy them a la carte. Otherwise, soda, teas, coffees are included, but you're paying for it in the fare. It's more expensive. You've already paid for it, which is fine with me. I would rather have an all-in deal personally, but I also understand from my personal vantage point, being a non-alcohol drinker, I save big compared to other travelers, and so I spend my money on the spa, but I don't spend near in the spa what people are paying for drinks. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. There are people paying $100 a day or more for their alcohol tab. I'm paying 100, 120 for the week for my spa pass, and I'm a happy guy. But I got my, I'll drink soda on board the ship, and I'll pay for it if I have to. If it's $2.50 a can, I'll pay it. But I'll be cutting down the amount I drink. That is a for sure. Sylvia, Deb, where do you live with the snow? She's in northern New York, I think. Sorry, I forgot to add upstate New York. Jeanette, the good old days. That's right, Jeanette, the good old days, the 90s. You remember those days? MoFam, Ms. X, one of the many things we love about Disney. Agnes from New Jersey. Hello, one. Hello, all. Hello, Agnes from New Jersey. How are you? Sylvia, upstate where I grew up in Elmira. Horseheads, New York. My mom still lives there. Agnes, New Jersey. Deb, keep that white stuff up by you, please. Deb, near Saratoga between Albany and Lake George. Sylvia, Deb, yes, keep the snow away. Laugh out loud. Living in North Carolina now, we get snow too. Deb, yes, I wasn't prepared for snow yet. Shovel buried in the shed, cleared off what I had with a broom. Right on. Cat Rose, Regin Man, hey, Sylvia just got home. Cool Jazz, this is the old adage. There's a sucker born every day, folks. Folks will buy anything. Ship sales with anyone on board, early or late embarkation. Exactly. If you're in line to get on the ship, they're not going to leave. The lineup is there. They're going to get you on. You don't need the pass. Paul Wilgus, I agree. Cool Jazz. Frank Rotundo is giving me a thumbs up. Thank you, Frank. I got 36 already. Thank you guys so much for these thumbs ups. Keep them coming. I appreciate it. Regina Man, me too. Pay extra to get on early. What a racket. D&G, don't forget to hit the like button to support Bruce. Thank you, D&G. Ms. X, off to work. We'll catch the rest later. Frank Rotundo, we book all our NCL casino cruises through Costco. D&G, have a good day, Ms. X. Dina, Wendy Thompson, hi all. Wendy Thompson saying we're 85 today. The Bliss on the cruise, Travel Magazine, and a story about the Bliss. And thank you, Wendy, for sending me a cover shot of that. I thought I saw that. Johnny Witt, you froze. Okay, hopefully we're unfrozen. We're back. Cool Jazz. Funny thing with NCL, a sail away cabin, no perks, can cost $5.99, and then they choose your cabin, $8.99. You get to choose cabin and free drinks. Where in the world is that free? You just spent $300 on a gratuity. Where is that? Yeah, exactly. Exactly right, Cool Jazz. You got it. D&G, hi, Wendy. We're 18 days until our Bliss cruise. Reggie, I agree. I've done sail away and done well. Adina, cruising through life. Cruising through life. I'm always worried about location with sail away or guaranteed cabins. How about everybody else? Wendy, D&G, have a great, wonderful time. D&G Explorers, I'd rather choose my cabin. That's part of the fun. Steamer, I would rather watch Columbo. D&G, LOL, Steamer. Cat Rose, elitism. Cat Rose sounds like classism. Tracy Dunlop, wish I could do sail away, but I can't because I need a disabled room. If we could, we cruise more often than we already do. The steamer, who needs to watch someone cook? Give me a spa. Well, there you go. If some folks just aren't into it, it's all good. Agnes, New Jersey, that deal, Bruce, that deal for $700, as far as I'm concerned, zero and not a penny more. Absolutely zero. Cat Rose, bite that. Agnes, New Jersey, laughing out loud. Dina, cruise through life, $700. That's crazy. Debbie Manuel, oh my God, what a racket. Who would pay to be in an orange group? Johnny Witt, that is insane. I will just take the Haven or best room. I'm flabbergasted. Oh my God, if you have a balcony, take the money and you can have a suite. $700 extra. I'll wait an extra half an hour to get on the ship because you know what? For every minute you've got me waiting in the lounge in the terminal is another minute you're not selling me a drink. Have you thought of that? It's another minute I'm not buying something on that cruise ship. It's opportunity lost. Multiply that minute by the 2,000 suckers you think are suckers sitting over there that aren't getting on that ship for 30 minutes. That's 2,000 minutes a minute of lost business. times 30 minutes, that's 60,000 minutes of business you're not getting because you conned people into paying $100 a day to go on that ship. Way to go. If it's worth it to you, God bless you for it. Knock yourself out. But that ship isn't leaving with 2,000 people sitting there. It's not going anywhere. All the luggage is on board. All the paperwork is on board. Those passports. That ship shows up at its first international port of call, and there are 150 people missing. They got some explaining to do to the local authorities because the passports are all cleared. Where are these people? What's going on here? Yeah, they're not leaving. Ridiculous. And when it's embarkation day, you'd be shocked at how fast they get you off the ship. You'd be shocked. But I say to all of you out there, if you're coming back to Miami or Fort Lauderdale, New York, wherever, and you have a flight leaving the day that you get off the cruise ship and you booked it first thing in the morning, well, that's your problem. It's not the cruise ship's problem. It's your darn problem. You're the idiot because you know you have, if an international flight, like in my case to Canada, I got to be at the airport 2 hours before it goes. I'm not going to book a 9 a.m. flight out of Newark if I'm getting off the ship in New York. There's no way. I'm going to spend a day and a night in New York, and I'll go the next day. Thank you very much. I'm going stress-free. If you don't let me off the ship until noon, I don't care. I'll stay until noon. I don't care. I love the ship. But yeah, what are you going to do? It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? It is kind of ridiculous. Let's see here. Tracy, I don't think so. I wouldn't pay that either. Ridiculous. Paul was the thing is that there are people that will sign up for that in a second. Steamer, a full head of hair yesterday, but today Ed Broadbent. D&G, I think there would be a lot of people that would do it. I wouldn't. Johnny Wood, that ticks me off because I'm paying for the best room, and now regular people can get my amenities that I'm paying big money for. Not quite. Not quite. They're not able to go into your exclusive area. They're not able to use your concierge service. They're not able to get at your butler. They're not able to hang out in your upper level there. They're in their steerage cabin where I am, but they're allowed to call for help. They're allowed to line up at the help desk for help, where you get to go to the Neptune Lounge and talk to them personally for whatever help you need. It's not the same, but it's a ripoff nonetheless. $600-700. Boy, I'd spend that for something else. $700 on a cruise ship? Wow, my wife and I could get a spa package. We could probably each get a massage. We could go to some specialty restaurants, have a wonderful old time, and spend it on the ship if that's what we wanted to do. Wow, it's kind of crazy. Steamer, what is the average age of a passenger on Holland America? Steamer, I would say the average age is 55, 60 would be likely. There's a lot of folks in their 40s. But there's a number in their 70s. But it is of a higher age, where like Carnival would be more like 40s average age. Norwegian might be 40, 45. Celebrity would be the same, would be 55, 60, would be my guess. Viking 6-star would be 60, 65, 66. No kids, but yeah. Reggie, people actually get paid to come up with these advertisements, promos. That's nuts. What a career. Deb, probably 60s. MG, the hell with them, don't cruise. Agnes, eating slop or low eating slop. Steamer, I will about this in 10 years when I'm 61. I'll probably use it too. Deb, love Holland America. I will not pay the extra. Cat, makes me just want to take a Viking cruise. This is where I'm leaning too. I'm thinking, boy, if I can afford it, I'd go Viking 6-star and just avoid this nonsense of all this nickel and diming. And all these people who are in a hurry to get stuff done. I don't like to be in an environment where people are in a hurry to have a good time. I'm on a cruise ship to relax. I want everybody on the cruise ship to be there to relax. I'm not there to get into the rat race of I got it better than you. Even though we're in the same floor, I got it better than you. I don't like that game. That's not what I'm here for. I'm getting away from that game. What can I say? Sylvan says Holland America used to give every passenger Holland America tote bag on your bed at embarkation. I must have 6 or 7 in the walk-in closet. My wife loves those. Regina, ma'am, did they come up with the orange package because they watched Bruce on an orange color day? Uh-oh, get me into trouble now. Get me into trouble. Debbie Manuel, more thumbs ups for Bruce, please. They are free. Regina, man, just got free tote from Princess. Right on. How many we got? 39 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. MoFam, segregation is the same dining room, though. That's a bit much. And the name Orange Pass is lost on me. Well, It's Dutch. It's Denmark, you know, orange. They love their orange. Reggie Man, we had an inside room. Sylvan, I have to take exception. Whole America doesn't serve slop. Sorry, Bruce. No, they don't. They don't serve slop. They serve good food. They really do. MG Toe, Mo, everyone is created equal, but some more equal than others. Dina, cruising through life, thumbs ups for Bruce. Deb, Sylvan Forest, I agree. Cat, MG Toe, Animal Farm. Mo Fam, MG Toe, we all think we are more equal than one, though. You know, we all think we're more equal. Yeah. Iskew, Barca's here. Hi, Bruce. It's Iskew from Thunder Bay, Ontario. It's 11 below Celsius here. We had 10 to 15 centimeters of snow last night. Hi, everybody. How you doing, Iskew Park? Haven't talked to you in a while. Welcome back. Winter is back in your part of the world. There's no doubt about that, my friend. Unbelievable. You stay warm up there. Dina, cruising through life. Yes, us in California. We need that rain. Jeanette Greeneck. Bruce, I like when you talk and bring us up to speed on all the current cruise topics. And I thank you, Jeanette, very much for your kind words. I'm doing the best I can. There's so much going on out there. And I try to do it through short videos and then these live shows. And I do the best I can. D&G, hi, Iskew Park. Cat Rose, hi, yep, Dina. Brittany, no alcohol and no rum for me, so it's anyone's guess. I could not find the what wheat of the rum of the day is. I have no idea what the rum of the day is. MG Toe, Dina, we're supposed to get some next week. Snow, that is. Cat Rose, I'm a fellow Californian. Dina, cruising to life. MG Toe, yeah. Johnny Witt, I go to Costco just for the samples. Laugh out loud. Brittany, the drink of the day is whatever you may want it to be. Bottled water currently might be the way to go. A little bit of juice with dinner. Radiance, MG Toe is saying Radiance. Paul Wilgus, Johnny Witt, exactly. Free lunch. Laugh out loud. Brittany on cruisemapper.com, you cannot find a ship called Carnival Triumph on that website. It's Carnival Sunrise. Interesting. Steamer, I hate that there is a weight limit on the water slides on the ships. Should be an arrangement. If you weigh less than the 1970s deep freezer, you should be able to go. But, you know, those wee biscuit boys, we have to be careful. Not that I'm in that major weight gain area, but, you know, we got to watch ourselves. Yes, Dixie, hi all. I'm still at work. Wanted to jump in and give you all a thumbs up, so I'll catch the replay. Dixie, you have a good one. Great to have you come by, and thank you for all your positive comments all the time. Love it. Jeanette, when we are on the Carnival Vista in the Mediterranean, we could bring bottles of wine back to the ship at every port to drink. Right on. Mary Ellen Shaw, AARP has Carnival gift cards for 10% off. Not a bad deal. Paul Lucas, the Steaming Bean, they don't want to get you. They don't want you to get stuck on them halfway down. Laughing out loud, Steamer. That's what Paul's trying to tell you. Dina, hi, Cat Rose. D&G, hi, Dixie. Debbie, Tracy, I'm sorry. Did not see your message. Last update. 125,000 acres burned, 30% contained, and 25 verified deaths. Everyone knows that the death toll will surely rise. So sad. I am hearing from LA in the 40s for the death toll now. In the 40s. MG Toe, be like me. Join the SOB club. Sober on board. Don't drink. Dixie, hi, D&G. Will be on tomorrow. Steamer, I will apply bottles of olive oil on me and take on the slides. Here we go. Cat. Yay, Debbie. That makes me so sad. Yeah, she says. D&G, thanks, Dixie. Debbie Emanuel, are you getting much smoke from us, Cat? Not much as of yesterday, she said. Debbie, Wendy is saying white stuff. You mean sand, right? Paul, laughing out loud. MG Toe, dopers. Brittany Lockwood, let's give Bruce a thumbs up. Steamer, I always be bewildered that folks buy all that junk on the ship shop with crappy $10 shirts. What can I say? Dina, cruising to life. D&G Explorers, what time for tomorrow so I can add it to my calendar reminders? 9:15 Eastern time. Tomorrow night, I am on live on D&G. Come and join me with the D&G boys tomorrow at 9:15. MoFam, we've only been Disney Cruise Line, but we're trying NCL for the first time coming up. 9:15, they're saying, of course, Steamer, orange used to be the cool color. MoFam, have fun in NCL. I liked it there, but they don't have magic. Laugh out loud. Paul is laughing with Steamer. Dina, okay, so 6:15 for me in the West Coast. That's right. That is correct. You're welcome. MoFam, a Steaming Bean, they should give onboard credit for disallowing slide use. That's right. If you can't use the slide, you should get a credit for not using it, for saving it. Sylvan, my last cruise on Norwegian Getaway was a sail away, an NCL choose and Ocean View cabin for me. I loved it. And I saved a bundle by saving alone without a solo surcharge. I will do it again. Reggie and Amanda, Steaming Bean, I hate tacky t-shirts, and why do people buy them for grandchildren who don't go on the trip? What a dumb souvenir. D&G, Dina, cruising through life. We're near Fresno, California on the West Coast. Paul Willis, agrees, Sylvan. Deb, we have no problems with last-minute cruises through vacations2go.com. There you go. I keep talking about vacationstogo.com. Great outfit, Kat. So I would be one of the younger ones on Viking. Probably, Kat. You'd enjoy it. You really would. Dina, I'm in Bakersfield. Laugh out loud. Bakersfield. Love Bakersfield. Kat Rose, Sacramento here. D&G. Oh, cool. Our best friends live there. Brittany Lockwood, the nickel and diming makes a cruise line look bad. By the way, today is November the 13th, and tonight, 8 o'clock, I'm live. Trivia is on tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm doing live trivia tonight. I got a bunch of them ready for you guys. Don't forget my trivia show at 8 o'clock tonight. I am here. Let's see what's going on here. Brittany, the nickel and diming makes them look bad. D&G, yeah, let's hear it for San Joaquin Valley. Laughing out loud. Reggie, man, Bruce, group cruise on Viking. Oh, wouldn't that be something if we could get a deal on Viking? The Steaming Bean, the nickel and diming may take a pause when the next recession arrives. Yep, you never know. Paul Lucas, the Steaming Bean. Oh, it will. Dina, cruising through life. Yep, grew up in Ventura County, but moved to San Joaquin in high school. MG, the Europeans are very class conscious. I want to separate the haves from the have-nots. Dina, all of us, California, need to get together on the Panorama when it arrives. The Carnival Panorama will arrive next year in Long Beach. 4,000 passengers. Brittany, update. My drink of choice for the least moment is the vanilla Coke. Cat Rose, yeah, that would be nice doing a cruise. Reggie and her man, I'll take a chocolate egg cream. Dina, AARP has Royal Caribbean gift cards as well. I use them for my cruises. I save between $200 and $300 a cruise. Right on. Cat Rose, sad about the fire deaths. D&G, Dina cruising for life. Yes, that would be fun. We're looking at that. It's a new ship, the Panorama. Brittany could be in for a D&G show, but who knows? Steamer, I am booked through vacationstogo.com. And Steamer is saying cherry Pepsi. There's my drink of choice, cherry Pepsi. Drink of the day. Well, there you go. Yeah, all kinds of things happening. I'm waiting for Robert to get back. We'll talk about the group cruise when he returns next week for next February. See what's going on there. And beyond that, I'll let you know when I'm organizing the next one, which I'll probably do through my own channel on my own. But I haven't got anything nailed down at this point. At this point, it's all about the channel. My focus right now is between now and the end of the year to be in LA to catch up with our daughter, who's living there now, and thankfully she's safe and sound down there. Nowhere near fire zones, so she's quite good. We're happy about that. Brittany, I will be in for trivia. I'm prepared in case if someone sets my dorm smoke detectors off. A pair of tennis shoes on now. Johnny Witt, hope to see you trivia. AJ, I'll be on Carnival Panorama inaugural cruise, says AJ. Dina, I know it's going to be amazing on the Panorama. Let's do this. I was thinking January, since it'll be about a month for the crew to get settled. The problem, Dina, will be the first 3 to 4 months. It will not be cheap. It'll be very expensive because everybody wants to get on a new cruise ship. So this cruise ship might be 200 a passenger more for a typical cruise than normal. It might be the time to take a look at the Bliss or the Norwegian Joy or maybe the Eurodam or the Oosterdam, whatever other cruise lines are down there, because the competition from them will be severe against the Panamera, whatever it's called, and we might be able to get a better deal that way. Just throw that out there. But yeah, the Panorama is going to be heavily promoted, but I think it's going to be all sold out for the first 6 months, being new and all, and it'll be top dollar, and that's not going to go well for a group cruise right away. We'll have to see. D&G, awesome. AJ, D&G, laugh about Brittany. Hopefully they won't set them off. Cat Rose, also want to wait for the gassing to be done. Yeah, I want to wait for all the newness to go away, all those new glues and all the new lacquers and the paints. You want all that to dissipate after a few months and just enjoy the ship for, with the fresh air, and instead of that new stuff, all those chemicals that are still settling in, all the carpeting has to be aired out after a while. MG, my Carnival agent warned me on the inaugural cruise, but as Bruce said, I'll wait a bit and get the cruise cheaper, or just go on Royal Princess coming to LA. That's right. The Royal Princess is coming to LA. Nice ship. Dina, actually, I'm looking at a balcony on a Panorama, and it's about $800 a person in January. That isn't bad, but that is about $200 more than normal. You can get a balcony in the 500-600s quite often, but then don't forget the add-ons. So that might add up. Reggie Man, Cat Rose, what is your favorite cruise? Or what was your favorite cruise? So, we have to see. We'll keep an eye on it. OJ, no. Oh, a woman just fell to her death on the Royal Princess. Yes, there was a story out about 2 hours ago. An elderly woman fell to her demise from the top deck, 15th deck on the Royal Princess, and she landed on top of one of the lifeboats and was killed instantly. They're investigating whether it's a suicide or whether it's murder intentional, and we haven't heard yet. We'll find out eventually, maybe. MG, I'm on the Ruby Princess next week, 11 more days, right on MG. Brittany, it can be done with my dorm room. It just has been 2 years since the heater has been used. Dina, oh my gosh, how sad. Yeah, there was also a woman who died on a Holland America ship last week, the Maasdam, I think it's called, the Maasdam, I believe that's how you spell it, the Maasdam, in the area of Fiji, in the Society Islands, is that right? It was a rough day at sea. The waves are going, and they were trying to do a tendering where passengers are either going from the ship to the tender or the tender to the ship. And this person, this woman, it was in her early 70s, I thought. I could be wrong on the age, but I thought elderly for sure. Slipped and fell in between the tender and the platform and was killed. And that has been silence. Crickets from Holland America. Crickets. They're not talking about it because they don't want to talk about this stuff. We don't know, again, the circumstances. We're not going to get details because the only people who knew were those who saw it and the crew. And the crew is got silent. They're cut off. They're gagged. They can't talk. So I don't know. Paul Wilkes, Don did a video about that. Reggie Mann, Don Terrace did a video about the elderly woman. Yeah, it's too bad. I generally don't like to bring up these kinds of stories because it's, excuse me, unless there's some really gross negligence on the cruise line. I'm not going to bring stuff like this up unless you guys mention it. I'll confirm it. But I like to follow stories about, as you folks know, about what's going on in the cruise world with cruise ships, deals, new ships coming, refurbishments, if there's accidents, if there are issues, I'll mention that kind of stuff. But this loss of life thing is a sad story. I keep reminding myself, and I'll mention to you guys, especially those of you who are new to cruising, when you talk about a typical cruise ship now, a typical cruise ship of 3,000 people and 1,500 crew, we're talking 4,500 people on a vessel. That is the size of a town, not a small town. A town, anything over 5,000 in Canada now, anything over 10,000 in Canada is considered a city. So half a city of people, you are going to have casualties. You're going to have people die of old age on board cruise ships. You're going to have people slip, fall, and hurt themselves. You're going to have people act like idiots on shore and get killed or injured or whatever. The sheer numbers will just make it happen. And with 386 cruise ships at sea, and what, 500,000 people a week going on a cruise, there are going to be casualties from injuries to deaths all the time. It's just how many people we're talking about. It's millions, it's 30 million a year practically now. It's incredible. 2.5 million people a month. Someone gets hurt, someone cuts a finger, busts an elbow, twists an ankle, breaks a leg, hits their head, drowns, gets mugged on a shore excursion. 2.5 million a month. Do the math. It's going to happen. It's rare, but it happens. And so what can I say? It's too bad. Let's see here. Brittany, each dorm room has its own conditioning. Reggie and Mancat, Rose, you got to get one. You'll be hooked. MG, they should be brought up. They are dangerous to cruising. Tracy, that's why I won't tender to ports. Kat, if my budget can handle it, I would go solo. MG, that's why I don't get off the ship on a lot of ports. Dina, so Bruce, do you think Carnival will keep Radiance in the Mediterranean? Nope. It's only going to be there for about 3-4 months. Then it's coming back to Florida. It's going to be back in the Caribbean. Reggie, NCL wouldn't tender last year in Bar Harbor due to fog. They kept us safe. Good plan. Brittany, there's something cruise ships don't mention, and that's there's a morgue on each one. That's right. Cat Rose, I really want to someday do a New England cruise, and I think you'll love it if you did. Yes, there is a kind of a morgue. They have a storage area for, depending on the size of the ship, maybe 2 or 3 dead people at a time. They have the body bags. They do. They can handle anything. At sea, you got to handle anything. What can I say? And then, of course, there's the doctors on board, and then there's the jail, the brig. They have jails. They can lock you in your cabin if they feel that you're just a little out of control, or they can just lock you in your cabin and you can't go anywhere. Or they can put you into the brig. They got a locked facility downstairs. They can put you in there. They don't like to advertise that. They don't like to brag about it. They don't brag about it. They really don't. I don't think you can get a private tour either. I don't think you can. I don't think they want to show that stuff off, but it's there. Yeah, it's there. It happens. MG Toe Meat Locker. With the hook and the meat locker. Oh, my goodness. All right, you guys. I think I'm going to cut this show right here. I'm going to say thank you to everybody for coming by. I got 41 thumbs ups today. 41 thumbs ups. This is awesome. Wouldn't it be great if there were 9 more out there? If any of you can spare a thumbs up to this poor little old YouTuber, please hit it right now so we can do the countdown on the air. I'd love to hit 50 today. I think we did 50 yesterday or something. It was a good day. Thank you, everybody, for that. Tracy is going, MG. Brittany Lockwood, I don't think it's a meat locker. Cat, everyone does Caribbean. D&G, Cat Rose, we're lucky enough to book one next year on the NCL Escape, going with my mom and Gregory. MG, if you're a bad person on board, the captain just puts you off in the next port. That's true. Regina Man, Bermuda is nice and safe. Paul Lugas, good show. Bruce Byall. Thank you, Paul. I'll be back on at 8 o'clock tonight, of course, for trivia tonight, and looking forward to having you come by and play. We have a blast. Please come by and join me at 8 o'clock Eastern. What's going on here? Dina, oh man, I think I'll watch the Radiant schedule. I want to go back to the Mediterranean. And Anastasia is here and clapping. And hello, Anastasia. Deb, nice show, Bruce. See you at trivia. And thank you so much. 44 thumbs ups. A couple more just came in here. Thank you. And I appreciate all of those from everybody. 44, fantastic. 3 thumbs down. Yeah, 3. What are you gonna do? They come, they go. Some are up, some down. It's all good. We'll do 8 o'clock tonight. We'll have some fun. Alrighty, this is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce, saying thanks for joining me today. Thank you, Auntie Jane. You're probably gonna watch this on a replay, and thank you for your donation to my channel. Thank you, Peter Heckema, as always. Thank you so much for your contribution to my channel today through PayPal. My donate button. Thank you very much. Deb, man, hope to see everyone for trivia. Great show, Bruce. Tracy, good show and info. See you later. Gary, hi there. Hey, Gary, how you doing? Dina, trivia tonight. You bet. Brittany Lockwood, 45 up now. She's showing 45 thumbs up. So that's great. I'm only 5 away from 50. This is awesome stuff. Thank you, everybody. Still got 42 people in the room. This is incredible. I think we hit 75 today for the high count today. Not bad. D&G, thanks. Good show, Bruce. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you. If I see you tonight, great. But if I don't see it tonight, I might see you on our show tomorrow, but I'll see you tomorrow night on your show, 9:15 tomorrow night, Eastern time, on D&G Explorers, Traveling with Bruce. The TWB family is coming on over to say hi. I will be on the show. I look forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. Regina Man, bye, Bruce. Hey, cool jazz. Remember, Cousin Brucey from Radio ABC. There you go. All about cruising. There you have it. 44, I still show for thumbs ups, but if you're saying it's 45, I'll take your word for it. I will see you tonight at 8 o'clock. That's in, what is that, 1 hour and 40 odd minutes from now. I'll be back with trivia tonight. My big-ass iPad is all loaded up, ready to go. And thank you, everybody, for catching up with me today. All right, see you guys. I'll see you at 8 tonight. Bye-bye.